Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Srivani from Dr. V.S. Krishna Government Degree College. I am head of the Department of Botany, Visakhapatnam. Today we are going to discuss about the nursery. In this video, we are going to deal with the what is nursery, scope of nursery, importance of nursery, and types of nursery depending on the different types of nurseries, and management of nursery, and also mulching. First we will see what is nursery. Nursery is a place where seedlings, saplings, trees, shrubs and other plant materials are grown, nurtured, maintained until they are placed in a permanent place and sold out. Ultimately, if nurseries are commercially important, they go for the selling, and some of the nurseries mainly they will put up for their R&D purpose, that is for research and development purpose. Like that, so many different types of nursery we can come across. Scope of nurseries. First of all, what are the scope for establishing these nurseries? Human life being totally dependent on the food for their survival, there is a need of sustainable production to meet requirement of the growing population. So that definitely we need some alternative methods. In that, nursery is one method, so that we can grow so many plants in a short span of period and go for the plantations or required crop production, whatever it may be. Next one is quality nursery, and where these nursery producers compete in the market with quality products. Next one is financial benefits. This is ultimately very important. Here, these financial benefits gained by nursery growers depend on their management abilities, skills and techniques, selling plants in markets. Importance of nursery. Okay, after establishing everything, why we are establishing, what for these nurseries are very important, we will see here. The best method of introduction of exotics is only nursery is only one of the main platform where we can introduce some of the exotic species which are friendly to our land. Next is planting of nursery grown plants is the surest method of artificially regenerating poor and barren sites. Casualty replacement is only possible by the plant grown in nurseries only. Some species are not annually good seed bearers but need to be planted annually to meet the need of seedlings of such species. Another one is growing species. Need a nursery to be planting out to avoid competitions. And roadside and urban plantations always need nursery for their plantation. Now we will see what are the different types of nursery. First, depending on the time duration, what are the types included in the nursery? There are two types of nurseries. First one is temporary nursery and second is permanent nursery. Temporary nursery which fulfills the requirement of season or a targeted project. These are also known as flying nurseries. Second one is permanent nursery to produce plants continuously. And these must be well designed, properly planned with adequate water supply. And some other type of nurseries are commercial nurseries. These nurseries are mainly established to meet some commercial importance and these nurseries are very well planned to meet all requirements, because these are mainly meant for commercial purpose. In this type of nurseries, mainly they plant all commercially important plants, and they will be following all recent techniques, and they adopt some of the very technical methods, scientific methods, and production will be in a large scale. This type of nurseries mainly it needs high infrastructure, more number of plants raised, all type of plants like tubers, aquatic plants, seeds, ornamental, medicinal, like these different plants must be grown here. High-tech nurseries. Tissue culture and other modern techniques are used in such nurseries for raising of seedlings in controlled climate. In this pic, we can have a very good look of nursery, which has all high-tech accommodation and high-techly planned, all infrastructure have been built, and here we can see some of all the plants well arranged, well planned, well infrastructure, everything is all techniques they will apply, and they will supply the plants also. Based on plant propagation, again these are of three types. First one is retail nursery, where here they raise a variety of plants for sale to the general public. Second one is wholesale nurseries. Usually they grow a limited range of plants on large scale for large clients or retail nurseries. And third one is private nurseries. Plant grows for exclusive for a single client, they are owned by client itself. Based on type of plants produced, nurseries are of five types. These plant production, there are different type of plant production. Among that, these nurseries are classified into five types. First one is fruit plant nurseries. Nursery seedlings and grafts of fruit crops are maintained here. And vegetable nurseries, second one is seedlings of cauliflower, tomato, cabbage, brinjal, etc. Mainly these nurseries are meant for the vegetable production. Third one is flower plants nursery. Here seedlings of flower plants like gerbera, petunia, salvia, rose, coleus, asters, dianthus, chrysanthemum, etc. are developed. Fourth one is forest nurseries. Seedlings of plants used in afforestation like pine, oak, teak, eucalyptus, casuarinas are raised and sold out here. That means mainly in forest nursery they maintain forestly useful plants, and they go for the commercial purpose also. Miscellaneous nurseries. In this, plants having great economic value, rate, medicinal and herbal plants are propagated like calendula, marigold, tulasi, mint plants, geraniums, rose, etc. This nursery is also mainly maintained for commercial purpose. Here we can have a look at plant nursery, how it looks in the commercial base, and well maintained plant nurseries are in these types. And in second pic you can see fruit, vegetable and salad seedlings are being grown in the root trainers, and these are also meant for nursery maintenance and as well as the management of the nursery. Based on irrigation facilities. Dry nursery. It is maintained without any irrigation or other artificial watering is maintained in this dry nursery. And second one is wet nursery. It is maintained by irrigation or artificial watering during any dry periods. Next one is based on seedling size. First type are seedling nursery, which has only seedling beds, no transplanting is being done here. That means only seedling beds are raised here, and they will supply some of the seedlings on demand base. And second one is transplant nursery. Seedlings are raised and transplanted for preparation for forest planting. Next we will see how the nurseries has been managed. First is selection of site is very important for managing the nurseries. And selection of site, we should follow nearness of road, habitat, this is very much important. And next one is suitable climate, sufficient sunlight, good irrigation facilities, good soil condition, and mainly we need transport facility also. That means whatever the nursery, if anyone is going to establish nursery, means they should look for these type of minimum requirements. Then one can go for the establishment of their nursery. Second one is potting and seedling. Pots or plastic containers are used for propagations. And next, filling of pots with loamy soils, sand and compost can be used in ratio of 1:1:1. And these are primary requirements. Depending on the plant species, they will follow different types of the soil mixtures to fill up the pots. Next, sprouted cuttings, bulbs, corms, polythene bag grown plants can be transferred in earthen pots for further growth. After raising seedlings, this type of method they will follow to acclimatize the plant to the particular environment. Manuring and irrigation. Nutrient, soil and fertilizers. Nursery bed of 10x10 meters area should be given 300 grams of ammonium sulfate, 500 grams of single superphosphate and 100 grams of muriate of phosphate should be supplied as a manure. Next, irrigation by hose pipe. Heavy irrigation should be avoided. How much of the water is required? It depends on the climate. We have to supply to the plants. Just we look after the plants like babies. That's why this is, of course, it is called as the nursery. Next, plant protection measures. Protection from pests and diseases. The major disease encountered in nurseries are damping of control these good sanitation conditions. Treatment with 50% ethyl alcohol, 0.2% calcium hypochlorite and 0.01% mercury chloride. These are given for 5 to 30 minutes. Next, after maintaining and after transferring the plant onto the land, wherever it is, for the park or offices, landscaping or home garden, wherever the nurseries or plants are maintained, next one should follow for mulching. Mulching is a material placed on top of the soil around the plants. These mulches acts like insulation for the soil. It conserves water, reduces evaporation and cools the soil temperature. And what are the other benefits of the mulching? We will see. Mulch has the added benefit of suppressing weeds and keeping new ones from taking root. It also gives your garden a clean and tidy look. Mulch can even prevent some pests from boring down into the soil. That's why mulching has been done. In this peak we can see how these plants are covered with some of the mulching. And upper one, in upper peak we can have a look where all the plants they have been mulched. And second also we can see the very clear picture of mulching. Next, what are the materials being used in the mulching? Organic mulches. These are also different types, organic, inorganic. In organic mulches, mainly municipal sludges, straw, wood products, these type of products have been used. In inorganic mulches, black polythene, aluminum foil, recycled rubber tires, etc. are being used. Next we will see what are the applications of mulching. Mulching material should be removed after the seedlings have germinated and attained sufficient height, or when the danger of frost or high temperature is over, and should be placed immediately after sowing. In this pic we can see how beautifully the plant look, because earlier we have already discussed that mulching it gives some of the beautification and clean and tidy it maintains. In first peak we can see the garden mulching. This type of mulching is very important for the plant growth purpose as well as the to scenic beauty also it imparts. And some of the mulchings have been done with straw. It depends on the crop, which type of crop you are growing. On the depending on that we go for the straw type of mulching. And in the bottom one peak you can see how the mulching has been done. This type of mulching, film mulchings, these are known as. These film mulchings are done mainly for the crops like strawberries and some of the crops which yields fruiting crops mainly they follow, and some of the vegetable crops also they follow film type of mulching. Next we will see what are the advantages of mulching. First one is it conserves moisture. Of course, definitely it is going to conserve, because as we are going for the mulching in the surrounding the root area of the plant, that means definitely it conserves the moisture. Next, improves soil structure for aeration purpose. Next, reduces soil temperature. Because of the mulching, after doing mulching we are going to irrigate the plant. During that, how much of the water and how much temperature it requires, that much only it is going to give to that particular plant. Because of this is all done because of the mulching. And increases soil organic matter, controls erosion. Main thing is mulching is done to control the erosion only. Next, improves infiltration rate, improves nutrient and weed control automatically done, because mulching is done in a strategic manner. Next, what are the disadvantages? Mulching, if one wants to carry out the mulching for any plants and whatever the home gardening or wherever, if anybody wants to maintain a proper plant, proper garden, then they have to go for mulching. But this is very high cost, fire hazardous, we have to take particularly some care. Root grows, that total we have to look after timely. Next, disease and pest infestations are more, that also we have to come across. That means proper maintenance should be there to maintain the mulching. Especially nursery means itself we have to go for proper maintenance, then only we can save our plants. And whatever the plants we are raising and giving for the community purpose or whatever selling purpose, that means the plant should be in a disease resistant, disease free plants, fast growing plants it should be. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, like, share, and don't forget to press bell icon for more updates. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you.